people have heard of the most famous composers, Beethoven, Mozart, and Bach. Though they may be geniuses in music, none of them compare to Frederic Chopin. As a pianist, I have a great appreciation for beautiful music. That is exactly what Chopin did. He was one of the only composers who wrote music specifically for the piano, and that is what makes his music distinct. Today I'm going to tell you about Chopin's prodigious childhood, his education in music, and the individual character he created through his music. Frederic Chopin was born on March 10, 1810 in Zelazowa, Poland. He was raised in a middle-class family who had an appreciation for music. His mother began teaching Chopin how to play piano at an early age. Chopin began to skillfully play the piano and compose at the age of 6. His mother realized she could teach him no further and enrolled him in classes with a professional musician. Just like he did his mother, Chopin quickly surpassed his new teacher in technique and creativity. By the time Chopin was 8, he was performing in salons and began to seriously compose music. When he was 12, Chopin had succeeded in composing several pieces of music and was accepted into the Warsaw Conservatory of Music. This was the start of his higher education. At the Warsaw Conservatory of Music, Chopin studied for 3 years under the Polish composer Joseph Elsner. Elsner insisted on a traditional education but was aware that Chopin's mind could not be restrained to only academic standards. At his school, Chopin was given instruction in harmony and composition, while also allowed to develop individually in his piano playing. Though the conservatory benefited Chopin, his parents felt that he needed a broader understanding of music and sent him to Vienna. There he made his performance debut and confirmed his success with his second concert before returning home. On his return home, he furthered his achievements by writing 2 concertos. In October of 1830, Chopin left Poland to tour Germany and Italy for further study. He had only made it to Vienna when government problems forced him to cease travel until July, when he decided to move to Paris. This is where Chopin found the perfect place to flourish. He soon built ties with other composers who helped strengthen his talents and distinction. Soon after, Chopin settled down into teaching and composing. Because Chopin's main focus was the piano, he utilized all the resources of the instrument. He created extravagant passage work and technique. He truly expressed himself through the piano. The complexity of his music is astounding. This is the type of music that stimulates the brain. His technique, form, use of pedals, fingering, style, harmony, and personal form of melody goes against all academic standards, but it was the poetic feel to his music that made it so popular. Frederic Chopin died on October 17, 1849 at the age of 39. He had deteriorated in health and his unhealthy relationships had taken the life out of him. Even in the last stages of his life, he continued to write music and express what he was going through. Because Chopin was a prodigy and had a broad education in music, his talents were empowered. He was truly gifted and used his abilities to express himself and create a unique legacy of music.